Yes, people, big up your chests. This is the Friday link up show. Me, Abs from the Football Bants, and we have Onome, my special guest this evening. Thank you, Onome, for joining me today.
Something, bro.
Really appreciate, other man let me down, but you know what? We know when it comes to consistency, there's no one other than you. So
Come on,
let's
if I say I can do it, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, let's forget the intros because most people know who you are anyway, man. Let's start off with the hot topic today, this morning. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp done an emotional interview this morning.
Mm. I watched the whole interview.
Yeah, saying that he was going to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. What's your take on that, man? What's your whole take on that?
As a football man, as a football fan, I'm sad. I'm sad. I like the guy. You know what I mean? He's got charisma. He's I thought when they employed him, I thought, oh, that is the perfect fit for Liverpool. Passionate, As a football guy, I'm sad. I'm gonna miss that rivalry. I'm also sad for another reason as well. Secretly, I just believe and I think that's what I mean. I don't have to be right. That's just my thoughts. I just believe Klopp might have been behind Pep staying for even longer, if that makes sense. Because Pep kind of likes that challenge and that rivalry. He enjoyed the rivalry with Klopp. And I feel like Pep didn't want to leave. It's almost like for the two managers, who's gonna blink first? Do you know what I mean? They're both like that, and it's like, who's gonna blink first? Because if you blink, I'll take over this shit, right? So, if Pep left, say 2-3 years ago, for example, it was close to leaving. Don't forget, Pep has been with us now, 8 years now. If he left 2-3 years ago,
Yeah.
Pep been here, Pep been here that long, De Bruyne's 9 years, Pep's 8 years, bro. That's what I'm saying. You don't realize Pep has been here that long. This is his longest ever club. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be his longest ever club. So we've enjoyed the best part of Pep. So it's almost like if Pep left, Klopp will take over and might overtake Pep's legacy and what Pep done and whatnot. You know what I mean? So I just feel like with Klopp leaving now, I can't see Pep staying past his contract. You know what I mean? I can't. I'm telling you, I always had that feeling before anyway, but this is even for me. This is bottom line why I'm even more sad about Klopp leaving. I can't see Pep staying past his contract now. I feel like when it comes to his speech as well, how he's left Liverpool and stuff, Pep has done all that for Man City as well. How he's leaving the club is in better hands. The club is in great condition. There's youth team coming through. There's a culture built in the club now. There's a certain CV that the club will look at now for a manager because you have a house, for example, right? And you have certain food stuff in that house. You're not going to go and bring somebody from
Anyway.
I don't know. You're not going to bring a British person from Downing Street number 10 to come into an African household and all you have for food stuff is pounded yam and everything. You know what I mean? They can't make pounded yam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a certain CV that we have to now consider or look at to come and take over now, kind of thing. So I feel like Pep has done all of that. The youth team system now, the youth is so connected to the first team now. Loads of youth team players coming through. Like he's killed the game. He's changed the game. So what more is there for Pep? If we win the 4 in a row this season, oh my God, he's so gone at the end of his contract. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like it's all done.
Do you think like with Klopp going, that Pep's just like, you know what? I'm losing the desire now because there's no one really that can really test me because Klopp and Pep are of a different generation. Because and I'm gonna go into the next. I'll go into the next question later after this. But do you think Pep's just like, you know what? I've done all I need to do. Yeah, I don't need to do no more now. Do you know what I'm saying? I've won everything. I don't need to do any more now. Premier League. I've got all these youngsters, these young managers. You know what I mean? They can't even talk to me. So do you think he's just like thinking, boy, let me just win a couple more cups, leagues, Champions Leagues, and I'm out bouncing?
The only thing I can see that might inspire Pep and might keep him going with us is the babies he's bringing now. The babies that has been born into the team now, the Rico Lewises and the Oscar Bobs that has been born now, that he might look at and say, you know what, let me give this crop a few years, do you understand, before I kind of duck out kind of thing. Do you mean the Haalands that is brought in now? Like, am I going to leave Haaland after 2 seasons kind of thing? You know,
Yeah,
those kind of situations there might keep him. Obviously, might also depend on the 115 charges situation as well. I remember when Pep came out and said, "Listen, I'm not leaving this seat. I am here to stay, and I'm not going nowhere." And everyone thought, "Oh shit!" You know that guy that doesn't claim that girl, and he's like, "Yeah, I know her," but he doesn't really claim to say that's my girlfriend. Pep actually claimed that day to say, "Man City is my wife." Like he claimed everybody that day, and that's the first time he kind of claimed, because ever since he's like, I might go, I might not, I'll sign a new contract. But that day, when we heard him talk, that was literally like, oh, we won the league here. We won the league. This guy is vexed. And we was like, I don't know how many points was behind Arsenal when that came up. And I was like, we've won the league. Like, we've won. Like, Pep claiming like that to say, this is my club. And then when you hear that speech at the end of the season, I don't know if you watched that 2-minute video when he gave that passionate speech.
no, I heard that. Yeah, no, I heard all of that. I heard all of that.
You
But
know what I mean? When he's like, I love the club and I love you too. Come on, let's go. Like, those are inspirational stuff from Pep. So I just think like the love might keep him, but in terms of everything that is, wow, the guy's done everything for us. Like 5 trophies this season. Klopp leaving now, it might just, I don't know. But the only thing I would say, I was fine before. I kind of thought, okay, we will lose Pep, right? But I thought he might want to go to Italy. He might want to create his legacy in Italy. I didn't think France, because PSG's already done that.
Yeah.
But Italian league is falling down now. So it's a case of where next for Pep if he does leave Man City. That's probably the only thing that keeps him with us. That and the young players are the only 2 things that probably will keep him with us. Is like, where next? You know what I mean? He's getting older now. You know what I mean? He's not the young spring chicken.
He's in his 50s now.
Yeah, it's not a young spring chicken to go and be starting a new project again and doing all that headache. Like, this here is him. This is set up. Just he doesn't need to do anything. Like, Pep can hit autopilot button right now and we'll still keep winning.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's like you can leave the club. You know what? Chill out for a year. New man is still balling. But anyway, let me just want to just pick up like Wolf in the building. Just go through his comments. Yeah, we know who he is. Yeah, Onome. Big up Onome. He says, realist City fan. I know. Yep, definitely. Big up Adama Bain in the building and smash those likes. He said. So anyway, enough of the Pep loving. I need to ask you about Arteta, man, because let me read this out to you, man. I'm on an Arsenal blog, and there's this guy. He runs the blog. I'm not gonna say the name of the blog, but he was arguing about Arteta being elite. So this is what he said. So someone argued that, you know what, trophies, it's all about, we need trophies, and he responded by saying, the guy that said Arteta is this is what coaches are judged on. This is false as well. De Zerbi was judged on consistently overperforming XG. He'd probably be a target for Man United without major honours. Only fans judge based on trophies. And look at what happened when we hired Emery based on his cabinet. Look what happened to Spurs when they opted for Conte and Mourinho. Look at what happened to United under Eric Ten Hag, who probably won't get renewed. Top clubs look at far more than trophies, and sadly for you, vibes and aura is absolutely part of the package. What's your response to that?
Right. You know what it is? I feel like there are certain big clubs, do you know what I mean, in England. We know who the big clubs are. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal. I just saw one stat online just now to say points per game. And Arteta was in that list, and it's not surprising that he's like 6th or 7th in that list. It's not surprising that he is, because there's certain clubs that you're at that it's a big club regardless. Do you understand? Unless you're really, really a very bad manager, that's when that's when that club doesn't, sit in the top 6 position where it belongs. Do you know what I mean? Because as the season gets on, you separate the boys from the men. You know, the West Hams and the Brightons and stuff, they bow out, and it's still the same guys up there. You know, you occasionally get the one that comes in there, Aston Villa this season. You get the one that comes in there every now and again, kind of poke their head through kind of thing. So based on that, you know, he's going to be running Arsenal Football Club. So based on that, the fan base and everything that the club demands, of course, he should be up there. But you got to win the trophies. You've got to win the trophies. And the problem you have is this. The problem you have with Arteta's mentality is this. What Klopp has been doing is he's been competing on all the trophies, right? But he's been winning, you know, a few of the trophies that Man City maybe are not in, kind of thing. The Carling Cup, the FA Cup, have come out one or whatnot, right? Europa League, for example. You understand? So he's not
won that yet, by the way. But he's in this. I think they're going to win it this season anyway. Europa League. They've never won it before.
Yeah, never won it before. But you know, I said in our comments today to say, like, I hope they do the double. I hope he wins the Europa League and the Carling Cup. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, like I said, I know Man City is going to win at least 2 trophies this season. You know, 2 trophies is coming to us this season. We know that, right? That's how we do. That's just how we do, right? So I hope that they get that for him, because we're not in those trophies. So I'm like, get that for him. He deserves that kind of thing. But you've got to win the title. So the problem I have with Arteta's situation is he picks and chooses these trophies.
What is this all about? Oh, you're looking down on the Carabao Cup. You're looking down on the What's that all about?
This is why Pep is different, because
this is the question. Is that
winning? It's not elite. It's not elite. Winning is winning. Winning is there. Winning is a mentality thing. When you guys dropped out of the competitions last season and they go, oh yeah, we've got bigger fish to fry, and you know, bro, I knew that was a recipe for disaster. When players are in the motion of playing games every 3-4 days, their routine is set. When we used to play, you know how it is. We'll go training on Monday. We'll go training on Tuesday. Wednesday is rest day. We'll go training on Thursday. We'll go training on Friday, and they'll play a game on Saturday. It becomes a very long week when it's like this Saturday to next Saturday. It becomes a long week. But when you play on a Saturday,
you're thinking as well. You're thinking.
When you play on a Saturday and you got a game on Tuesday, we're coming on a Sunday for a warm down. We're coming on Monday for like light training, shooting or whatnot. Tuesday, bang, we'll go again. Do you understand? Then you rest. Then you take a Wednesday off because it's a Tuesday night game. Then you take a Wednesday off. You come in on Thursday. You know what I mean? So we're on that constantly. When Arsenal dropped out of that, I'm like, oh, these players are going to be leggy now. You might think it's easier on the players. It's not. When you're in that motion, and the way Pep does it when he rotates a lot, like last season, 60 minutes, bang, game's done, won. All the big players are coming off. I was on your stream the other day screaming, going like, you are winning 3-0. Why on earth is Bukayo Saka still on the pitch? This is what we're talking about here. Why is Waneri not on the bench? What the hell is Cedric the Entertainer doing on the bench? This guy's leaving. This guy's put Waneri on the bench. A game like that where you're winning 3-0, right? He comes on, makes his, you know what I mean, makes another debut. Why did you bring him on in the first place? Why did you show him to the world in the first place? Oh, he's the youngest ever player, and you just banish him back to the. You just want to break that dog. That's Pep don't do that. Pep has said before, I don't give players debuts just for giving sake. You earn that shit over here. We don't do no history. Oh yeah, let him be the youngest player. No, you earn that. Rico Lewis didn't just make his debut. Man's playing for England now. He didn't just make a debut for us. He's playing for England. Oscar Bob that you mans are talking about now, the season that Rico Lewis actually made his debut, Oscar Bob actually was on that tour in America, but didn't play any games. But he's been there. He's been in and around. Don't ever get that twisted. He's been there. It's just not his time yet. But did you see Pep throw him in that season? No, he didn't throw him in that season because he wasn't ready. Now he's ready. Bro, Oscar Bob.
Now he scores the winner. Now he scores the
winner. So when we get this title, Oscar Bob is gonna feel I was a part of that. Do you remember Newcastle away? I got that winner, bro. I'm gonna kiss this medal. I contributed. Not just one game or play 5 games here and there. The elite mentality. He selects his trophies. We don't select trophies. You understand? We don't select trophies. We come there, first trophy that's on offer, march, bang, back down one. Okay, that gives you the confidence to say, boy, I want that feeling again, I want that feeling. We just want a trophy in March. I want that feeling again. Let's go again. Oh, there's another trophy up for grabs in May. What do we have to do to get that? Oh, you have to keep winning all these games. Is it Premier? All right, cool. Let's do that then, because I like that. So it's a mentality thing. It's a winning mentality thing that he doesn't have and is not building. And for someone that learned under Pep for so long, he's not using his tools that he learned with. He's not rotating these players enough. He's not using the right tools. He's stubborn. I have my own way. I'm gonna do it my own way. I don't care. What do you mean? Like, cool, do your thing, bro, because trophies are just getting past you. Liverpool now will collect a Carling Cup this year, and they compete in Europe. They're on all 4 trophies. Do you understand? They're on for all 4. Will they get all 4? They might not get all 4, but guess what? They might get 2, might get 3. You got to be in it to win it, though. Like, you guys are out of those 2 not easy cup, but those 2 cups now, and you're trying to fight for the big things, bro. Start collecting these things. Start racking up. Do you know how many trophies Phil Foden has won in his career now? 16 and counting. 16, bro. 16 and counting. So at the end of their careers, right, when they now come and they now come and speak, and now come and talk, right? I don't care how many games you played, how many goals you scored. He's also played them games and scored them goals too. But he's going to be sat next to silverware that he can't even walk. He can't even walk, bro.
Can't move.
16. He's 24. He's 16 trophies and counting.
Is he 24 now?
Yes, he's 24 now. 23, 24 now. Right?
He's still
23, 24. He's still young.
He is.
16 and counting. So the only trophy I remember Phil Foden not contributing to, was his first Premier League season. He contributed, don't get me wrong, but it was like a get your 7 games and you earn your medal. After that season, he has played a big part in every damn season after. Every season after.
Easy. And he could be taking over. I'm not going to say he's the same player, but he could be taking over KDB's role in probably a couple of years, in it time. You know what I'm saying? As the catalyst.
He's already cooking. He's already cooking now.
That's what I mean. He's already cooking.
This is what City does. Your replacement is there already before you leave. This is what City does. Listen, no player is ever the same. You're not going to get the same exact player. Do you understand? There's only one Thierry Henry. There's only one Alan Shearer. There's only one Van Nistelrooy. You know what I mean? All these strikers I'm naming all have different attributes. You know what I mean? But all great in their own ways. There's only going to be one Kevin De Bruyne. And there's only going to be one Phil Foden as well, because he's like the tight space. You understand? So, but we will then change our system a little bit and play a different way that kind of suits Phil. Do you know what I mean? Like, but Arteta or whoever keeps trying to find like for like. Okay, you need a replacement for Bukayo, for example, or bench player for Bukayo, but it doesn't have to be exactly Bukayo's attributes. It doesn't have to be exactly what he does. It could be a right winger, a proper right winger that will go down the line and cross it, or you know what I mean? It could be something different, but something also in the same kind of quality. You don't have to get a left-footed player to come there and I'm the replacement of Bukayo. You don't have to get a right-footed player to go on the right wing and say I'm the replacement. It's not like for like that. Different players, like
attributes, someone might be strong, skills. You know what I mean? Yeah. Run down to the touchline, cross the ball in, might
different skills.
Do something else. Oh no, yeah. On that, so what does life look like to you after Pep Guardiola? Because I don't even care about this 100. And a lot of people say about the cheating charges and all this kind of rubbish and all that kind of stuff. I don't really entertain it because I'm not really interested in all of that. All I know is that as a team, and as a club, you guys are the best in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? So in terms of like, if Pep was to leave, for example, the Klopp done his thing, and at the end of the season, he said, "You know what, lads, I've done my thing, thanks a lot for the years you've given me, the trophies." But what would life look after Pep? What does it look like after Pep?
City is a very well-run club now where they will handpick the manager. It won't be like a send your application in. No, we don't do no send your application in. We identify the manager that we want, right? Go with the manager that got similar philosophy, because guess what? They've taken so long now to build this culture at the club, to build this at the club. So
Pep
the new
will
manager
probably choose the person, isn't it? Pep will probably tell recommend this person
Oh
is
yeah,
doing bits.
oh yeah. He's already spoken of. He's already spoken of De Zerbi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been, yeah, he's spoken of De Zerbi. He's kind of mentioned De Zerbi. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
He's mentioned De Zerbi. And I remember I've told you before about De Zerbi. Like it's a matter of timing for the De Zerbi situation. This timing is if Pep is going to leave in 2025, for example, De Zerbi might get Real Madrid, and he might look, you know what, I'm going Real Madrid. We might miss out on him, right? But I would take a De Zerbi all day, every day. Now, I'm not buying this bullshit when people say, oh, but he's not won any trophies. The players are not going to respect him. I believe in player power. Don't get me wrong. But City's changing room, right, in my opinion, doesn't seem like that kind of place. They're very humble. You know what I mean? They're very humble. So take for example, right? I would say Bukayo Saka has the temperament and the kind of calmness that could play for City. Do you understand? I wouldn't put Bukayo Saka in a Liverpool team, for example. Do you understand? So you can kind of see.
Oh, because of the dressing room and the way.
No, nothing to do with the dressing room. I'm talking about that come on kind of player, like a Luis Diaz kind of player, like a Nunes kind of player. That's the Liverpool type. City is more chilled. Do you understand? So Bukayo Saka kind of had the temperament and the calmness. You know what I mean?
Innit? Yeah.
Humble, the calmness to be in a City team. If you see how Phil Foden, I've seen it a few times now. When Phil Foden looks at De Bruyne and gives him a hug, it's almost like, come on, bring it in. Fucking hell, you just did that again. Bruh. Phil Foden is a fan that is so humble and so respectful to these older players and these guys. He's actually a fan. You can see in his face. Do you understand? So so in terms of Man City, they will handpick the next manager that has similar philosophy, that has kind of, that wants to fit into this system, that is like coming in there to say, so I wouldn't say the players will give De Zerbi a hard time because he's not won any trophies or anything. They'll first of all listen to his philosophy.
He's got a different temperament to Pep, though, hasn't he? Because you can see De Zerbi.
No, Pep has a temperament. Okay. Pep crazy too. Pep crazy when he wants to be. Pep is calmed down now. He's crazy when he wants. He's not crazy like Arteta running down the touchline and that. But he can get up there when he wants to be as well. I remember Liverpool when he's going like, oh fucking hell, the fans again. Oh, go on, yeah, keep screaming, yeah, play your game. Come on, play the game. Like Pep has his time too. Oh yeah. But when he gets his thinking cap on, he gets his thinking. So he's not always 100 miles an hour. He sits down and he's thinking, okay, cool. I need to change this, right? So I would take a De Zerbi and I feel like the players will give him the audience to say, what's your philosophy? What's your style of play? And he doesn't play too. He plays kind of similar to us anyway, kind of thing. So he plays that from the back. He believes in that goalkeeper, and so he wouldn't change much. If De Zerbi was to take for example, De Zerbi was to take over Man City, say 2025, and you still got this same set of players, he wouldn't change much. He wouldn't need to bring 5 players to change. Do you understand? He kind of has to believe. I mean, come on, any manager will come into Man City squad and say, "Yep, I'm cool. I might want to bring one or two of my boys, or 1 or 2 players I think might take us to, just a slight bit of different level, a little bit of what no one. I might want to change 1 or 2, but it wouldn't change much. So you need a manager that's going to come in and is not making that wholesale of changes and that complete change of tactics, complete change of everything.
Everything.
That's when the players are not going to respect the team.
Yeah.
Yes, that's when the players are not going to respect the team. I went through that in my career where I was, it's not the right way, you know what I mean? And I know a few top players have done that as well. So where I was under this manager, Billy McQueen, for example, I was playing for York City at the time. Yeah. And I talk about this, Saturday game, right? So I would train on Monday, I would train on Tuesday. Bruh, don't even bother coming to look for on the main training on Monday and Tuesday. I don't exist. I'm like the laziest. I'm like the laziest player. When it comes to Thursday, so we rested on Wednesday night. You come to Thursday. Yeah. Oh, hello, Anime. I'm in the beauty this time. Friday. Oh, I'm the best player in training on Friday because my brain is game tomorrow. Come Saturday, I'm scoring 2. I'm scoring 1. I'm bagging a hat trick. So that's the kind of player I was. It's not the right way. Obviously, I wouldn't advise any youngster to be that. It's not the right way. So there comes. So I didn't waste my energy in training, for example. So I would on a Saturday I would do the most kilometers out of everybody. I'm running that channel. I'm ducking, right? So there comes a change of manager. The assistant manager took over, right? And he didn't like my style. So he demanded more from me in training. So come Monday, Tuesday, I'm busting my gut in training, come Saturday, I'm tired, bro. I'm not performing on Saturday.
As you're saying this now, this is very important what you've just said. Do you think Arteta does that to the boys at Arsenal?
I know for a fact. I'm not going to tell you my sources. I am not going to tell you my sources. I am not going to tell you my sources. I am not going to tell you my sources. But there is a reason why Jesus and Zinchenko are always injured. I'm not going to tell you, like I said, I'm not going to tell you my sources. I'll text you later on so you know my sources, right? But I know for a FACT fact that he overworks them in training. They train too hard. So when Jesus and Zinchenko was at City barely trained. Because of this competition, we barely train. We barely train. We just warm downs. When players get to a particular part of the season, they're fit regardless. There's no more fitness you're going to get into them. They peak fitness now, right? That's why we peak about December time. So when they came to Arsenal, bruh, they running ragged, they training. That's why they're getting injured. It's the same similar to what I said earlier on about myself when the next manager came and demanded so much from me. Come a Saturday, I can't perform, right? As well as I can. At City, they're cycling the back. So they're used to that. They were at City for years. That's why they're injured all the time here. They train it's not sustainable what he's doing. It's not sustainable. Do you understand? They train ridiculously hard. I know for a fact. Like I said, I'll text you my source. I know for a fact that's what it is for them, and that's why they're getting injured most of the time. You understand? So it's just different mentalities and different coaches demanding certain different stuff. Why do you need to see them run 100 miles an hour in training and stuff? You already know the talent. You already know what they can do. Do you understand? You already know that Gabriel Jesus will pick up the ball and do. You don't need Gabriel Jesus performing in training the way he performs in match. Gabriel Jesus is a frigging animal in matches, as you've seen. He will run into a brick wall for you. Do you understand? But you see, Alvarez doesn't need to work as hard as he works in matches as he does in training. That gives him the energy in matches to run at 100 miles an hour. Come and watch him in training. He's chilled and relaxed, doing shooting, tactical work, all this kind of stuff. So he saves his energy for the match day. This is the difference. They train too hard at Arsenal. I can guarantee you for a fact. The training there is ridiculous. It's like a boot camp.
Anyway, we will chat about that later. Anyway, I want to. You've got one guy that's gone out, Phillips to West Ham, and you've got what's his name? Avarinci. What's the guy's name? Avarinci.
Echeverri. Claudio Echeverri.
Yeah, he's coming. So tell me about Calvin Phillips, because I don't think Pep ever fancied him.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. And to be honest with you, you've got to be a football person to kind of see it. I mean, when I see Calvin Phillips play, he's too sluggish, gives the ball away, he does that jog. Calvin Phillips reminds me of when we was in Nigeria back in the day. You know when we came that pass, that long pass. As we play the pass, we call jog. Hey, boy, you see that pass? Come on.
Yeah. You're looking at your pass, right?
You're looking at the pass then. Did you answer the call? Oh, yeah, answer the call. Did you pick up? You good there? So Calvin Phillips does that. That's his best move in a way. That long pass is his best move. And I heard Robbie Savage one time going, "Oh, this is the difference between Calvin Phillips and Rodri. Calvin Phillips has got the range of passes." And I'm thinking, bro, please. Rodri has got every clubber in his locker. Every golf club in his locker, he's got all of them. Long pass, short pass, every pass, he's got them, right? So don't even disrespect Rodri like that. Praise him if you want to praise him that he's got that pass, but don't not compare it to Rodri and say he's got that over Rodri. Like, don't do that. But when I watched Calvin Phillips play in preseason, this preseason that just went by, I called my friend straight away. I said, bro, you might not even see Calvin Phillips play again this preseason. There was one mistake he did, because I watch all the preseason games and stuff. I got the City app. There's one mistake he did, right? He gave the ball away in that, that part where the keeper plays the ball to you, you're supposed to bounce it off or whatnot. You lose that, the defensive midfielder loses that ball, there is a goal.
Big up Tony, by the way. Big up Tony.
Big up Tony.
man. Yeah, go on.
defensive midfielder loses the ball there, it's a goal,
Yeah.
right? He gave the ball away there, but the reaction after, and I'm like, bro, that is so not good enough. We rely on that particular pass and that particular play. We rely on it so much that we cannot have anybody giving the ball away there. So I knew that, it's not gonna work. But don't take away the fact that you bring Calvin Phillips in. Rodri stepped up the game. Rodri was like, yeah, all right, cool then. Say none. Do you know what I mean? Rodri stepped up his game as well, because these players, they thrive on competition as well. Do you understand? They thrive on competition. Like, you bring someone in, they're stepping up their game. But that's what City does. You never rest here. They will bring players in. There's Jack Grealish, and the thing is, I knew as well, when Jack Grealish was celebrating and doing all the celebration and drinking all that stuff, I said, bro, you need to calm down, you know. There's competition coming. We're gonna get a winger. And here comes Doku. And I said, told you, bro. There's no time. I heard Company say one time when he won the league, as soon as he won the league, he said, I celebrated for about an hour or whatnot. And as the captain of the club, I started thinking, I want to do this again next season. What's next? That's within an hour of winning the league and lifting the title. Going to the change room, celebrate. He's thinking of next season. What's next? You can't rest. You understand? So when Jack Grealish is doing all of that, and I'm like, bro, calm down, man. We still got to play next season, you know. Do you know what I mean? Next season is in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
For us. But in terms of Calvin Phillips, I just feel like he didn't have it. You know what I mean? He's too slow on the ball. He gets caught in possession all the time, like a lot of the times and stuff. And he just doesn't have that recovery pace as well, that timing. He doesn't have a lot of that, you know. But in terms of this Claudio Echeverri guy, I'm very excited.
I don't know about
very excited. I'm very excited.
Tell us about this guy.
I text Tony last season. I sent him Alvarez. I said, Tony, watch out for this guy. We're about to get him. Right? Tony can testify to it. And Tony was like, and I was like, we're about to get him for like 15 million chicken and chips money here, right? And we all know the story of Alvarez after. This Claudio Echeverri guy, he is an absolute baller. So when I see players, right, I look at certain things and I look at their work rate, right? To be in the City team, you got to work hard. You know what I mean? You got to work hard. Talent can only get you so far. Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. That's my saying. Not my saying, but that's the saying that everybody knows. Hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. What that means is, if you're a hard worker and I'm just relying on my talent, I'm not going to work as hard to achieve what I'm supposed to achieve, right? Bernardo Silva, very talented. Look how much he runs. Look at the hard work that he brings.
He does a lot of hard work.
Bro, Bernardo Silva is a grey on dog, bruv. Like, that's literally what it is.
Everywhere.
He will chase you. He will chase you down. He will get your ankles. He's just nasty, right? So this Claudio Echeverri guy, he gives me that vibe of hard work and never say die attitude and stuff. And he's got the skills and he's got things to match it with it as well. He's only 17. He plays in that attacking midfield role, but he can play anywhere along the front line, which is one of the criteria we need, right? Obviously, everybody watched him during the under-17s World Cup and stuff. Like, he is an absolute baller that will come, right? Eventually will come, and he's not going to be one of the ones that fade into the background and stuff. He is truly going to be somebody that actually comes into the team. I'm kind of happy that he's coming in and Alvarez is there as well, so that will help him settle in and everything as well. Obviously, he's going to be on. He's going to stay on loan to them for now. But this signing here reminds me of what Real Madrid does. This is how Real Madrid signed these players. Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., we never heard of them. We don't even know where they came from. Go and look at Wikipedia and see Vinicius Jr. signed for Real Madrid, 3-4 years ago? Like 18-year-old or 17-year-old? And look at Vinicius Jr. now. Everyone's like, oh shit, Vinny Jr. You know what I mean? Look at Rodrigo now, after Vinicius Jr. came. So we've actually started that kind of situation now where we kind of get in there early enough, because that's how Real Madrid stays sustainable. They get these players, and these players are there, you know, winning these trophies, and they bed them into this. So we've started that kind of system now, and we're able to compete for these kind of players now because you got the trophies to show for it, right? You got the success to show for this kind of stuff. So it's like You come to us, you know you're going to be successful. Anybody that signed for Man City, you know you're going to walk away with trophies. That's why, for example, Jude Bellingham that's gone to Real Madrid, for example, right? Real Madrid's culture is, I've been to Real Madrid Stadium, right? And we went for a tour when I went to Spain. And honestly, when they say Real Madrid is I've never been to Barcelona. People tell me Barcelona is similar as well. When they say Real Madrid is the biggest club, and when I went there, I see the reason why players want to come here. I ain't mad at nobody that said they want to come here. Haaland, I'm not mad at you. Just do something for us in it before you go. Get us the Champions League a couple of times. When it's time to give you a blessing, I will give you. Bro, the trophies there, you wouldn't even recognize the trophies. There are trophies that look like this remote control from back in 1960. Not like this remote control, but like I'm talking like different shapes and sizes. When the Champions League was like a dot, they were winning it. It turns into this, it turns into this, it turns into this, and it turns into this big trophy. And even with this big trophy, they're still winning it. So the motto of Real Madrid is, if you come to Real Madrid and you don't get your picture taken as a squad on that museum, on that frigging walkway, you failed. You failed. You actually failed. To be successful, to show that you're successful at Real Madrid, your picture has to be on that wall. Go and look at the pictures, the Ballon d'Or trophies that these players have won. It's disgusting. Jazan, that is the culture of a club. Real Madrid, bro. It's in my old phone. I'll find the videos and I'll send you. It's absolutely crazy, right? The stuff that they built there is crazy. So that's how they get.
You lot are getting like that though as well, though. You lot are getting like that.
This is what we're trying to build. This is what we're trying to build. You know what I mean? We're trying to build that situation there. But obviously you gotta, you know what I mean? There's a lot of years to catch up. I'm talking 1958. I'm talking 1960. I'm talking time ago. Real Madrid been winning this Champions League thing. That there's some trophies there. I'm thinking, what's the name of that one? Super, Lupa, Kappa, Luka, Tuka. They're winning it. They're winning it all. They don't care where it is. They're winning it all. Do you understand? It's only now that they start to go for the league and the Champions League. They don't really care about Copa del Rey too tough. And I think that's where City is heading as a club. We can't win the treble every season. You understand? But the two trophies we're going to start concentrating on will be obviously the bread and butter league and the Champions League. That's what we're going to start concentrating on now. We're going to evolve into that club where, as you notice, Pep won the Carabao Cup 4 times in a row, and he's like, okay, cool, you know, not too bothered about that no more. Like, let's go for the big things now, kind of thing. You know, that's where we're at with it. But yeah, that's what we're trying to create.
Let me ask you now, because as we're talking about City now, you guys got a big game tonight against Spurs. What's your take on the game tonight? Easy win? Is it going to be a challenge? Let us know. What do you think of the game tonight?
For me, right, I just enjoy watching my boys play. I just enjoy seeing the blue shirts in the stadium, right? I just enjoy watching them play. We've never scored at Tottenham. I haven't seen these guys play for a long time now. Been a couple of weeks now. So I'm just looking forward to the game. I believe we're going to win it. I never go into any game thinking, we're not going to. No, I think we're going to win the game. Do you know what I mean? Is it going to be an easy win? Of course not. You know what I mean? But the way they play, they open as well. You know, the game against us at our stadium, they're very open as well. So we're going to find spaces. We're going to be able to play our game more. We're not going to be playing against a low block per se. I mean, the game is going to be a very open game. You know, they're going to attack. We're going to attack. Going to leave spaces. So I can see us scoring today, just because of how they play and how open they are. I can see us scoring today. We've never scored in that stadium. Crazy enough. So that's I can see us.
In how many seasons?
Boy, it's been like 5 seasons now or something. No.
No.
Is it 5? It's about 4 seasons, 5 seasons. Bro, yeah, it was. Bro,
you must have scored there.
We missed a penalty with Aguero in the Champions League there, right? How long has that stadium been open? Since that stadium been open, we've never scored.
Really?
Yeah. So how long has that stadium been now? Stadium been 5 years now. 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years, 5 years. One of them, I can't remember.
Yeah, the Champions League against Tottenham, right? So that was like 4 seasons ago now. Yeah, about 4 or 5 seasons ago. Champions League against Tottenham. Yeah, Champions League against Tottenham was about 4 or 5 seasons ago. We've never scored there. You understand?
Crazy.
So we're looking to create.
You're looking to hurt them tonight.
We just want to score a goal, bro. We just want to. We just want to score a goal, bruv. We can't buy a goal to save our lives. Let's get a first goal first, and then we can discuss how we can plan to win the game, because we've never even won there. You know what I mean? Let alone score a goal. So it's been a tough ground for us. But to be fair, I'm just looking forward to the game. I'm just happy it's a Friday night. It's you know what I mean. It's boring on TV. I don't watch all the Nigerian films on TV on YouTube. Too tough. I just want to watch a game now. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to the game. I'm just excited to just see our lineup, see who's playing. You know what I mean? Just see who's back and who's ready and who's not and stuff. From my understanding, everyone's back fit now for us. I'm looking forward to seeing KDB play. I'm just looking forward to the game, to be honest. But I do believe we are going to be going to win the game. We've had our rest. You know, we've had our winter break now. We're going to be looking to win the game. Like, you know, our next few fixtures now are mouth-watering for us. Like, they are literally like we're licking our lips, going like, all of these are winnable games.
Oh yeah, so you just got some easy games now, yeah.
I wouldn't say easy game. No game is easy, but it's Brentford, Everton, Chelsea at home. Brentford again, I think at the latter part of it. Man United.
Tony, yeah, my boy Tony, yeah, my boy.
You know what I'm saying? So, we'll deal with Tony. We'll deal with him, man. We'll deal with him.
I don't know. You didn't deal with him last year, though.
That was last year. That was last year. And what did he do? He woke the beast up. Since he did that to us, we've never lost in that stadium.
Yeah, true. What do you think of Tony's comeback? Because you're a striker. Obviously, people know that you're a striker. What did you think of him coming back? You know, like, obviously he's been out of the game for a long time now. Was you impressed with his emergence when he came back, or you already knew that, you know what, this guy's got quality anyway?
Yeah. I think he's got, like you said, the latter part of what he said, he's definitely, he's got the quality and stuff. Like, this day and age, players been out for however long they're out for doesn't mean they're not in their top fitness or training and stuff. Like, they'll be lacking match sharpness and stuff, but it doesn't mean like they're not fit enough to run around and do what they need to do. I mean, I was watching Simon Jordan talk about it to say, like, you know, we need to be careful what we kind of portray out there, because it's like everyone kind of treating him like this Lord, and oh my God, he's back and stuff. But let's not forget that what he did to not be there. Do you understand? I mean, Ferdinand missed a drug test that time, and obviously he was banned for 8 months. Let's not forget what he did do. You know what I mean? He did break the rules and stuff like that. Do you understand? So, you know, yes and stuff, but I would have liked it if he was more sad about the situation, more sorry about the situation. That's not his take. That's fine. But if it was more like, I owe Brentford a lot, these guys have looked after me, you know, I'm indebted to them. Like, you're gonna leave regardless. We know you're gonna leave regardless, but you don't have to say it like that and say it out there like that, like, bigger club come, money come. That you don't have to say it. You can just be like, you're going to leave regardless, but you can be humble. You can be humble within the club that's looked after you. It's not nice where they've waited for you that long and stuff, and you're coming out. Like, we know you're the star striker there. We know you're the star player. We know that you're going to go to a bigger club come the summer and stuff. But it doesn't need to be like that. But to be honest, he must be buzzing coming back. Brentford must be buzzing coming back. I just wish he didn't come back before we played him these 2 times. But it's an extra headache for us to sort out. But we will sort it out. We always do. But yeah, I'm happy for him. He's a good striker. Is his time? You know what I mean? Is his time? He has his way. You know, he takes penalties. That free kick, though, I do have a bone to pick with that free kick, though, man. We saw him move the ball and move the chalk. Do you know what I mean? That should have been pulled back, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but that's for the ref to do that and the VAR to do that.
Of course,
you know what? He's done what he's done. Obviously, but you can't moan at him for what he's done. Yeah, that's probably been done 100 times throughout the whole country and not been seen. I mean, because it's Tony.
No, you know what it is for me with that? You know what it is for me with that? It's done everywhere. We know that. They move the ball. Yeah. But what it is when you move the chalk or the foam, when you move that, right? That's the problem I had with it. Players will move the ball. Like, I mean, come on, you've seen them take corners where they put it right on the edge. And, you know what I mean? We'll do that to get any advantage. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right? Penalty spots, you put it just on. That's completely fine. But when you move that line and move it there, then now it becomes like, oh, now you're trying to trick everybody. Like, we can all see you're cheating. You understand? Now, I mean, you know what you're doing here, kind of thing. Like, That's the only part I had a problem with. I didn't even have a problem with him moving the ball. He can move the ball, and if the ref doesn't come back and pull the ball back, then he got away with it. But moving that vanishing foam to that, you know what I mean? Because what he's essentially doing is he's creating a different angle, which he rightly did, and he bent the ball around the corner. That's for the players to recognize that and go, the ball has moved, right? Come this way. One player in the wall is supposed to take charge and say, the ball has moved. Come this way. Come this way. He's moved the ball. Tell the goalkeeper so he can line it up again. But it is what it is. It's a happy return for him. He scored his goal, you know, and that's what you can say about it.
Okay, a couple more questions. Whose league is it this season, man? City again or Liverpool?
I fear Liverpool. I've always respected and feared Liverpool. I just feel like they've given us nightmares. Do you know what I mean? They when we say Liverpool, we go, huh? What'd you say? You know what I mean? If we're sleeping and you go, Liverpool, go, huh? What did they do? Who did they find? Where they in the league? Like, that's like, literally, we're like, huh? So even if it's just, even though it's just 2 points, I'm worried. You know what I mean? I'm always worried about Liverpool. Do you understand? Because Liverpool are that team, and people don't see as deep as they should. With or without Salah, yes, Salah adds the quality, but that's what I mean about getting a player that is not exactly Bukayo Saka, but is also as effective, will also do a great job and contribute a lot. Elliott is not going to be Salah, but Elliott has scored important goals. Elliott has played regularly. Elliott is capable of playing regularly for that Liverpool side. Not going to give you the exact same quality, but it will give you different qualities, and he's also very capable, right? Liverpool have a front five that if anybody's missing, they'll still be fine. Yes, Salah has that a little bit of sauce to it and stuff. You know, that outside the boot pass, that goal and that whatever he's got. But even if Salah's not there, Liverpool's still a dangerous, because they got a dangerous front five. It's like Man City. You're taking any of the front three out and stuff. We're still as dangerous. Whoever's coming there is still as dangerous. It doesn't matter. It's a position that they play. It's a particular position, and they've kind of gone with the kind of players that can play those positions and can give them what they need in those positions. Are they all left-footed coming inside? No. Are they all right-footed coming inside? No. They're different players. They play different ways. Nunes could play as a central striker. Nunes can also operate on the left, coming inside and joining in, kind of thing. So I fear Liverpool. I worry about Liverpool. And yeah, I think they can genuinely take. You're talking about Liverpool side. There's only lost one this season.
This is a City man not with chest at the moment. Because usually
listen, we're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. But I worry about Liverpool. Oh no, it's our league. Oh no, I never give them the league. It's our league. Okay. But I worry about the competition that we have, that they would challenge us, and it's not gonna be easy. Last season, I argued with Tony so many times. I kept telling him, bro, you've not played us twice yet. When you play us twice, then we can talk, because those 2 games is a 6-pointer for us. We beat you twice. The league is ours. I kept saying that to him, but he didn't quite get it until it then happened. See, Liverpool smart. All we need is a draw against City away, guys. Don't lose the game. Don't lose the game. Whatever you do, boys, don't lose the game. We'll go to Anfield, boys. Whatever you do not lose this game.
They're going to be extra motivated as well with Klopp losing as well. I think it could go one or two ways. Either they're up for it, or they're just like, you know what, you know. But I can't see the latter. I can see like Van Dijk and Robertson and Trent just all like, you know what, lads, come on now, we're getting on this thing now. But
they're professionals. They're not gonna be sucking their thumb and crying and go, Klopp is leaving. They're professionals. They contracted to Liverpool Football Club. They're not contracted to Klopp. Do you know what I mean? They contracted to the Liverpool Football Club. You know, this is their livelihood. They got to now play now, you know, and be in the thoughts of the next manager is going to come in now. You know what I mean? They're professionals. Like when Pellegrini was still in charge, Klopp, not Klopp, Pep took over in January, right? It was announced in January that he's coming in the summer, and you know Pellegrini was in charge. Does that mean Pellegrini is leaving? You're now relaxing your laurels? Nah, Pep is watching every game. Do you know what I mean? Pep is watching every game. Pep don't call Joe Hart and say, "You're not for me, thanks." Where I'm going with this, you're not for me. Pep's ruthless. Pep don't care about none of that. You understand? You don't call Joe Hart and tell him, "You're not for me, thanks."
Pep doesn't mess about. But anyway, You know what? I could have went on for another hour, but obviously I've got to wrap up things now because I'm jumping onto Tony's show, the Big Four. The Big Four at 7 o'clock. So, Onome, it's been brilliant. Thanks a lot, man. But me and you can talk for hours, man. I know that we can talk for hours.
We can talk for ages. But to be fair, the short and sharp ones are good. It keeps people wanting for more and just keeps it more exciting. Because next time now you do another short one, as I like the short ones. It doesn't have to go on for.
Yeah, it don't have to be 2 hours or 3 hours. But yeah, man. Big up to Onome, my first guest on my first flagship show on a Friday, the big fry up. As you can see, I got my chips and my burger.
Oh, you didn't give me that memo though. You didn't tell me. I would have fried some plantain, bruv.
Bro, you know what? The missus just brought this in, bro. So I just had to clap it, man. It's cold
a fry-up show. If it's a fry-up show, tell man, innit? I will fry some goat meat, some plantain.
Yeah. Oh man. Next time.
Oh, good.
Anyway, we are out. Peace.